kids at the door when I got their pizza handed off to them. I had my little magic trick real quick with the kid was there, boom, and that would give me a tip. And sometimes I would make $5 a house. And that is how I funded all of my blown accounts. Because I made the mistake of doing a Nations Bank. The Nations Bank doesn't exist anymore, but I took $2,600 off a Nations Bank credit card. That was my first soiree in real trading. And I worked really hard to pay that off and did it again, funded another account with the $2,600. So it wasn't easy for me. We didn't have funded accounts back then. And frankly, that wasn't enough money to trade with. Looking back now, it was like, no wonder it was so easy for me to fail then. I wasn't properly funded. I had too little money, no experience, off the charts expectations, unrealistic expectations. Yeah, I know some of you are thinking this is supposed to be a short one. Well, you know what happens when I say it. You love it. Don't fucking act like you don't. But I had to pour into these areas that were weaknesses for me because they would be periods of where it would invite impulsiveness. When a move starts happening, then I can see right away what it's going to do. My mind would feel like I got to go out there and just do something. I got to chase it right now. And the times I did it would hurt me. So I would study and study and study, and I would see these reoccurring things where these three candles all the time kept popping up. There was always this thing in between the middle of the moves, the real move, the highest high and the lowest low of a price run. If you start looking at your old data, and anytime a price run does that, find the 70% and the 30% range. In that range, you're going to see one or two fair value gaps. If you trade with what I'm telling you how to trade with when you see them, that's not chasing a move. That's not chasing price. You're engaging in something that's going to deliver on a larger scale, on a higher time frame price run. And then when I slowly transitioned out of trying to pick the high for going short and pick the low for going long, it was very liberating for me because I demanded precision and I hadn't grown into that yet. I grew into that over years of doing it. But I found the confidence and the ability to stay with it by trading the stuff in the middle of the moves that meat on the bone. Now I can strip a bone end to end and get every little piece out of it because I'm nuts with this. But you can't look at what I'm doing now and think that's realistic because that's the same shit I fell victim to when I first started. Reading books from people that didn't do anything, couldn't do it live if they were in front of you. They're showing you everything perfect in the static charts after it happened. I'm not doing that with you. I'm doing it right when it's happening. I'm calling it before it happens. I'm showing you, look here, and it goes there. If I'm pointing above, your mind should be, okay, we're here at market price. He's pointing up there. So my mind should be, how does price deliver from where it is right now when he put that tweet out to where it goes to that level? What formulation of up down type movement in price candles materializes? By studying that, even in old data, that's back testing. Okay. You'll see these reoccurring signatures. Signatures are things that repeat in price delivery that are not coincidence. They're designed. It's because it's being controlled. This whole idea of being in at the highest high and the lowest low when you're trying to sell short and buy long, you need to put that aside for right now. That model that I taught in 2022, notice it didn't teach you to get the actual high when you're going short. What did I take away from you? The necessity of being right. How do you know when an equal high is going to be broken out and it's going to continue, or if it's going to go above a relative equal high and then a shift in market structure and then goes lower? That's what that model teaches you. It teaches you don't fucking worry about it. You're expecting the market to do what? Expand one direction or the other based on a weekly chart. What's the weekly chart likely to be reaching for? What does that mean? The same logic we're talking about in any time frame. Is it drawing up to an old high or equal highs? Or is it going up into a fair value gap that it hasn't reached up into? Or is it more likely to go down below old low or relative equal lows on the weekly chart? Or down below into a inefficiency, which is a fair value gap on the weekly chart. So you have to figure out, is it more likely for that weekly chart to expand, not to close up or down? Is it more likely to have a movement, expansion on that weekly candle up, or is it more likely to go down? That right there sets the stage for the 80% bracket for you to be right for your trades. And if you just operate like that, engage in your trades just like that, you won't have max loss days. Teaching to you, my haters now. Okay, that's where you're blowing your shit. When you're doing your live streams and you're blown out, you're going against that. And if you just would put your ego aside and just listen to me, you don't have to rep me. Just listen, fix it, leave a better legacy for your kids. Once you identify that weekly bias on the weekly chart, is it more likely to have a big move up or a big move down? And it can only happen as small as one session. Like the big move for the week can happen just in the morning session of one day. And that creates that movement or expansion in the weekly chart. And it's done. You've fulfilled your bias for that week. But when folks hear me talk about this, they think when I'm talking about the weekly chart, I'm trying to predict the closing price of the weekly candle. That's not what I'm doing. I'm just looking for factors that would lend well to determining whether or not that weekly candle that we're forming right now or about to start later tonight for a new week, is it likely to expand up or is it likely to expand down? That right there is your 80% threshold that will give you the biggest edge in deciding on how you're going to trade going into the new week. But what if I'm wrong? Okay, but what if you're right and you follow the logic? It will reward you for being diligent about following the rules. If you're wrong, it won't matter because that doesn't mean it fails. It just means that transaction, your opinion about what you thought you were going to see in the market didn't pan out that instant, that time, that interval, that transaction, just like a flat tire going to work, just like a cake you left in the oven just a little too long, just like when you're in the drive through, you're waiting 15 cars deep. You get up there, pay your shit, up the road you go. Oh, shit. They didn't give me my french fries. I'm already half home. Fuck it. Inconvenience. You lost something. You gonna go back and eat there again? Sure as fucking right you are. You absolutely are. But you're not gonna do what? You're not gonna turn that fucking car around, waste the gas and time, go right back through there just to get your fucking French fry. You're not doing that. So what do? You eat it. That's just an inconvenience. That's the life. That's life. And this generation doesn't get taught to accept those types of things. And you're all coming into this with this millennial mindset, and you're all going nuts because you can't have it your fucking way here. You got to align yourself up with this. This market runs the show. And you have to align yourself with this expectation that's realistic. And it has to be uniquely yours. It can't be just because I say so, not because I'm interested in that marker or that specific setup. I have lots of setups. And I might not be watching a chart at the time that you say, oh, well, why didn't ICT look at this fair value gap? Or why didn't he consider this down close candle as an overbought? I'm not looking at that setup like you're looking at it. Don't be discouraged by that because that might be the very model that is yours. And it just didn't give you a setup then. What does that mean? It didn't give you a fucking setup then. Can't lose money on that one, right? But it moved. So fucking what? Bitcoin went up too. I ain't in it. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. I know I'm going to catch moves this week in ES. I know I'm going to. Can you guarantee that you're going to make moves in Bitcoin? Crickets. So you're all hoping it's a moon run. I don't need a moon run. You don't need a moon run. You need consistently delivered setups every week, not a hope and a prayer. So between the moves, the highest entry point and the lowest entry point, using retail logic, my mindset went to the middle of the move. That's the meat. That's the biggest portion. The longest duration of price movement is in the middle, between the highest high and the lowest low. In any price run, any time frame, study it. And when you see that fair value gap in there, study it. How many times does it close that gap entirely and fill it in? How many times does it just go halfway? How many times does it just go in it just a little bit for institutional order flow entry drill and then continue on? And how many, here's the main thing. How many times does it go beyond the fair value gap that would stop you out if you were in line with that move? See, I've taught you how to focus on where the market's likely to go. If you got consistent with that, the next stage of your development is, where should you place a stop that is reasonable in terms of risk and range, that is a repeating process that doesn't deviate much? In short, where do you place your stop that allows you to put a low risk stop loss on, but you won't fear it being stopped out? But if it does get you stopped out, you don't care because you're probably dead wrong about the whole idea and you would want to be out there anyway. Notice that is starkly different from that of a retail book that'll say, if you're going long, just go back to the old swing low and put your stop loss down here. You know, I have so many books that talk that bullshit. If you do that, like if you're trading high grade copper, okay, high grade copper, every cent move and it's $250 per cent move. That's like equivalent to having 5 minis on the S&P. That's what it's equivalent to. So if I'm looking at the chart and the example they're saying, you have to do this. I got to have a $2,000 stop per contract. Go fuck yourself, man. I'm not taking that trade. But now I could look at that same setup, break that bitch down, go into a lower time frame, wait for a market structure shift using 2020 model, wait for it to come back down to a fair value gap, trade that, put the stop loss below the fair value gap, and I'll use probably less than half of 1 cent move as a stop loss. See the difference there? Wisdom, understanding. But none of the fucking books ever taught this. But it created and presented problems for me that I struggled with because I'm obsessively compulsive. So anytime an author admitted a weakness, they were treasures for me because well, not so much treasures, but they were treasure hunts. Because if you're telling me you can't do something, tell me you can't do something. I have respect for the fact that you're being honest about that. But I also used it as a pursuit to overcome you. You're my teacher because I bought your fucking book, I bought your course. But I'm going to lap you. I'm going to take whatever you have that works and I'm going to turn it up tenfold. And I'm going to make it superhuman. Because if it works, I know how to multiply that. And I'm not talking about over leveraging multiple contract sizes or lots. If we're talking about Forex, I'm talking about conceptually refining it down to a science. When I was going through school, my whole idea was to become a computer science major and be an information systems manager, where I wanted to be a systems analyst. I wanted the programmers to work for me. I would tell them what I wanted them to do. Code it this way. I want this as the outcome. We learned COBOL. Okay. It's not as active anymore. We had CICS. When I was learning computer programming, we were using mainframe. Okay. The big reel to reel shit. Yeah. And C plus was just becoming a thing. Just becoming a thing. So today we have all kinds of languages that I couldn't even sit down and even begin to know. Like I just don't know. And I haven't done it for so long. And anything for coding, like when I have like easy language stuff for like TradeStation, I have a friend, Logan, he does all that coding for me. He's done it for years for me. And I tell him, this is what I want this to do. This is what I want this to do. I want this to do this. I don't want it to do this when this does this. And there it was. Long-term friend that I've met in He does all that work for me. But when I sat down and looked at the things that other people say they have a struggling point with, for instance, take Jack Swagger's books, Market Wizards. In my opinion, Market Wizards 1 and 2, they're the only ones that matter. The other shit, whatever. And if you're listening, you're one of the people in that book, it's not to be disrespect. It's not to be disrespectful, but I just didn't enjoy any other volume in that series. The first and second one's great. What I liked most about those interviews is they talked about their barriers. They talked about what mattered to them. What was the things that were on their mind at the time when they were doing their trades or learning how to trade, how they came up. They didn't talk about what Jack was trying to do most of the time. I'm sure he probably cut most of the shit that they talked about in their interviews out. Otherwise, the books would be very, very long, right? But the things of importance to me would have been hearing how they dealt with certain struggles and what they did with it. Did they just cast it aside and say, fuck it, I'm going to fail with that every time I touch it? Or did they take in consideration that they could bring something to the table and elevate that struggling point to a strength for themselves and other people? Remember, I'm that guy at 11 years old was told by their grandmother, "You're lazy, honey. You're lazy." I'm not fucking lazy. Give me a give me a thing to focus my attention on, and I'm going to find dozens of ways to do it exceedingly well because I want it to be easy for me. I want it to be second nature for me. And I'm trying to instill that on my young children. And it took time for me as a 20-year-old to figure this out. And my older kids are they still wrestle. They're still wrestling with me. And I'm telling them, trade this way. Don't try to do these other things. Caleb looks at other things in the charts that don't matter right now because he has attention issues. Okay. He looks at other things and I'm trying to keep his attention right here, this right here. Okay. And I'm trying to include that also when I'm doing my markups and my analysis. When I'm looking at the chart, I'm trying to highlight the actual portion of the fractal I'm only focused in. And I know some of you look at the chart and you think just because I have all those candles on the left-hand side of the chart showing that they're pertinent to what it is I'm trading. They're not. There is a segment of price action I'm working within, and it's the dealing range. I'm either looking for that range to be broken to the upside and targeting external range liquidity, or I'm looking for it to trade into a range above or below the existing range it's created. So that's all trading is. That's all it is, folks. I mean, you're trying to make things much more complicated and you accuse me of complicating things. I'm not. But the problem is many of you want to go through a 5-minute video and me explain everything in 5 minutes, and you can't do that. No one can. No one can. There's so many things I've already covered in this discussion here that you probably never considered. Like shit, I never really thought about that. Right. And others in here probably listening to saying this is bullshit, a waste of my time, and you're never going to make any money. I'm promising you're not going to make any money because you're coming in with this same expectation that I had when I was 20. I want it easy. I want it spelled out exactly like this. I want an ABC 1, 2, 3 method that I know will work all the time. That's what I wanted as a 20-year-old. That's exactly what I wanted because the books that I was buying made it seem like that was possible. And when I was blowing my accounts, hey, guess what? Something's wrong with this logic here. I got to figure out what the hell the real story is. And most of it was coming internally, manifesting itself in my trading, feeling a strong desire to prove myself because I was scarred by a family member who I loved. So I manifested that tendency to overcompensate, proving to myself that I'm perfect and I have to be in at the highest high when I'm seeing a bearish divergence on stochastics and I'm bearish on the market. I have to be in there. I have to be in there. If I don't do that, my grandmother is going to say I'm lazy. That's how it scars you. That type of shit scars you deep when you're, well, wired like I am, which is not normal. And I'm not claiming to be normal. That's why I'm a very difficult mentor to learn from because I have real mental baggage that I can't overcome. I can't. And therapists and all kinds of other bullshit, it ain't going to fix me. So I turned it into a strength. I sat down in an evening on the weekend, literally crying tears over these fucking charts that I could not figure out. I'm looking at these charts thinking to myself, I know I'm going to be able to do this. I know I can figure this out. But why the fuck can't I get this to be consistent? Why can't I find, this pattern to trade the bond market over and over and over again? I know it can be done. I see the moves after it happens. Why the fuck can't I see it before it happens? Because I was looking at 30 different ways that other people said in books. And when I was buying their VHS bullshit, okay, I was trying to catch up with whatever I thought was happening right then and there. I was trying to form fit something after it starts moving. So my weakness was what? I needed to have confirmation because I was afraid to step out there and do something and be wrong. Because consequence of being wrong was detrimental to me because I beat myself up mentally and emotionally because I would refer back to what memory? My grandmother saying, honey, you're lazy. And all she was talking about was me being unable at 11 years old to shovel a half a ton of fucking rock and line it around a swimming pool on a day that was almost 100 degrees. And I had already been delivering picnic tables, living with my grandmother, my other grandmother, my mom's side, and I delivered picnic tables with him all morning, picking them up. I'm 11 years old, frail little boy. Okay, I mean, I wasn't a man. I was a little kid, and I'm tired. And treated lumber, 8 foot long picnic tables, is fucking heavy as shit. You got to walk over, flip it up on the back of the pickup truck, ride on the back of the pickup truck. Unsafe, I know, but it was fun as fuck. Get to the place, and then they want you to walk it around their backyard delivering for $5, and I got that money. The $5 delivery charge he charged, I got that. That was my compensation for helping him. But I had done 7 picnic tables that day. And it's hot as shit. And she's like, "You want to come and spend the night?" Sure, Grandma, I'm on my way up there. And she was, "Oh, this wait there, I'll pick you up." She picks me up, get up there, a glass of iced tea, a couple cookies. Okay, well, here's what I want you to do. And I was like, "Are you kidding me? Like, I can't get this done today." And I was hot. I went back in to get something to drink an hour and a half later, or something to that effect. And she's like, "That's all you got done? Oh, honey, you're lazy." That was it. I never went up there again. And I was angry. That's the last time I spoke to her, like a grandma type thing. But it scarred me deep, deep. Now, my mom's side, my grandfather knew I wasn't lazy because that man would not let me fucking be lazy. Okay. He would wake my ass up with the kick of the door. Get the fuck out of that fucking bed, boy. If I was 1 minute past that fucking alarm clock getting off, he was a Navy man. No slacking in that fucking house. None. Shit was done. It was done on time, and it's the way it was. I did not want to disappoint that man. He was not my father, but I looked at him like he was. And every time he told me to do something, I was done. Already done, Pop. Already done. Took care of it. Good boy. Good boy. That's why I tell you, I wish he could see me now. I know my grandmother is in heaven. And if she can hear me, I know she probably regrets saying what she said, but I'm glad she said it because it motivated me like a motherfucker. It motivated me and pushed me like I am today still. I'm 50 fucking years old. And this shit jacks me the fuck up every time. I'm hard on my boys the same way. You need that. That's what a father's supposed to do. I'm not raising fucking kids to be their buddy, to be their friend. Okay. I'm teaching them life skills. This fucking world is going to take from you. It's going to take. And if you're an adult and you're working, you know what it feels like. It's not what you were hoping for when you were in school. I can't wait to get out of high school. I'm going to do what the fuck I want. No, you're doing a whole lot more shit that you don't want to do for less money than you should fucking get. It's a lie. The American dream is a fucking lie. So you got to do something other than the American dream. You got to find your own way of doing it, your own business. You formulate your own approach to doing shit outside the lines they've colored for all of us to be within. Fuck that shit. So laziness is not where I am. I've not been lazy since I was 11 years old. I've worked all the time. And every time I put my hands to anything with the market, the the end result, the destination is excellence. That's what I'm aiming for. That's terminus. Excellence. And if you ain't doing that when you're doing this, studying and trying to learn and working towards it, you ain't gonna make it. So you got to change your mindset and your outlook on how you're going to approach learning, who you're going to learn from. Is it a constant bunch of bullshit, nonsense, and drama? Or are you learning from somebody that's taking you into a chart saying, this is what the science behind this is? This is when it should do this. This is how it should happen. This is what it should look like. And does it fucking repeat? Is other people making money? Are they proving that this shit works? Is it transferable knowledge? Because if it's not transferable knowledge and it's all reckless bullshit where stop losses are ambiguous, well, sometimes I'll use a stop loss, sometimes I won't. I'm going to go in and do full leverage to get back a loss because I have to have social equity increase on my social media accounts. Can't be looking like I'm losing money when you're trading recklessly. All the emphasis is in the wrong shit. Public approval. Fuck the public. I don't give a fuck if you like me. I don't care if you like me. I show you everything. My fucking mental baggage, my fucking weaknesses. I tell you everything. Everything. I pushed myself this week into a setting when I know I cannot do well just to prove to you, yes, this shit that I'm teaching you will fucking lose in areas where I tell you to avoid it. What I do? I get out there, 2 trades, losing trades. I could have kept that from you. I could have hid that from you. But I'm trying to communicate that if I'm going to do what everybody else is fucking doing, guess what? I'm going to have the same lackluster results that they're going to have. Shit results is what it is. I don't want that. I can't tolerate that. I'm not wired for that shit. I want precision. It may elude me at execution here or there. I don't give a fuck. I'm aiming in the right direction. I'm aiming for excellence. I'm going to hit it every fucking time. Every time. Perfection might miss the bullseye on that one, but excellence, that's where the fuck I reside. I live there. And you need to change your fucking address. You need to reside in Excellenceville. Okay? Right now, you're hanging around people on social media. These motherfuckers don't know how to do anything. Nothing but influence and create worshipers. I don't want you to worship me. Don't worship me. Put your fucking sleeves rolled up, show up, take notes, learn. At the end of the year, you're going to be a different fucking person. Period. It's just the way it is. If you put in the time and do exactly what I tell you to do and avoid all the other shit, you will be able to do this. Between the high and the low, everybody ignores that. The books talk about give me the entry signal at the top, at the diversions, at the pattern height in a bearish scenario. And the target, well, it might get down there. We don't know for certain. Here's the thing. I'm teaching you, you don't need that to happen. How liberating is that? How fucking liberating is that? Because I struggled in the beginning to make this shit go to the targets that these books said they were supposed to happen. And sometimes they never even got close. They never would even fucking get remotely close to it. But I would still buy another book by that author because that's the secret. The next book, that's the fucking one he's going to tell me. He's going to tell me. He's just making me hold out for it. He wasn't, stupid. He put his logic into multiple books. So I got to keep buying his books. And it was just one more fucking thing that would compound my confusion. So I said, fuck this shit. Indicators and new settings and the logic of why you use this setting count for RSI and use this setting for stochastics and smooth the percent D and the percent K to this level. Fuck all that. All that effort, all that time and concern about a fucking indicator. If I just would have applied that time and energy on reading what the open, high, low, and close is and understanding liquidity in the element of time, that's what I was looking for all along. That's exactly what you're looking for. But you can't recognize it because you listen to all this other bullshit from other people. Because you've probably seen them make a trade, it was profitable. Maybe they take money out of a funded account. Maybe they've done other shit. They've shown profitability. None of that shit is what makes markets go up and down. They just got lucky, like I did in the beginning. That's all it is. And money management has preserved them. That's all it is. Now, what happens, folks? What happens when you take the best of money management and risk management and you couple it with highly precise, time based price action? Think, think. You see what I demonstrate every week. That to me, that to me, folks, if I was seeing someone do what I've been showing you all for years, proving executions, it's in there, it's undeniable. Logic beforehand. You sat with me last week and I called every 1 minute candle perfectly. Told you when it was likely to reverse, why it would be reversing, and it fucking reversed. And I showed you how to stop loss could be protected, and then boop, it goes up. That's not guesswork. That's not cherry picking. That's sound logic that repeats every fucking day. And they can't hide it from you. They can't change it from you. It can't be changed. It's the way it is, folks. And I can't say any more than that. I promise you, it's not going to change. You're going to get trades wrong. There's going to be crazy movements that come out of nowhere sometimes, and it's going to probably hurt your account, hurt other people. It doesn't change anything. That's manipulation. That's the category you just, okay, that was something I couldn't control. Nobody could have made money in that situation. It is what it is. Continue on. Resume back to what you're looking for, time and price. You're not getting caught up. I just had 2 losing trades. Something's different now. Nothing's different except for the account balance. Continue on. It'll take care of itself. So take your attention to the meat on the middle of the bone. That's where you can always find your ends meet. You all want to do like I did, catch the highest high and the lowest low. Because unless you do that, you're not successful. You're not worth talking about. When I was on America Online, when I first was coming up, I wanted to be able to go on America Online. Message boards back then is how we were doing things. And I wanted to talk about how I got in this trade at the highest high and got out at the lowest low. That was my pursuit. That was my goal. That was the whole reason why I wanted to trade, because I wanted the public approval. I wanted to have people look at me like a hero. Think about that now. Contrast that with what I do today. I can do this stuff for now. I won't be able to do it later on when I'm older. Mental faculties will diminish. I hope I don't experience that, because I don't ever want to live a day where I can't do what I'm doing. That would be hell for me. I wouldn't want to be able to do that. But I can look back and say how I would have always been striving to do what I'm doing and capable of doing right now, and wanted, encouraged public worship because I needed it. I was a young man looking for approval. I had lost my grandfather, the one I lived with and helped deliver picnic tables on this cash business he ran. I didn't get that talk like you're getting from me right now, like I used to get from him all the time. He never sat down, son, and say to me, son, I love you. You're making me proud. You're doing this and you're doing that. He was a Navy man. But I knew he loved me. I knew when I did hit the mark, he'd say, good boy. And the only time I heard him ever say, I'm proud of you, is when I graduated high school. And he said he wasn't going to go that day. And I was sitting up on the bleachers and I saw his green pickup truck pull in the parking lot. And he walked in, leaned in the doorway, watched me walk across, and got in his truck and drove away. 2 days I waited for him to say something about how he saw me go across the stage to get my diploma. I said, I saw you at the back of the stadium. I'm proud of you, boy. I gave everything I got to hear him say it again. He was a hard man to be under, but I miss him. And I know learning from me isn't easy, but it works. It works, and other people out there that are putting the work behind it, they're seeing the results. And you will too. And they're all going to come to you at a different time schedule. How long is it going to take? I don't know. Some of you, you might go through this with me in 4 months. Something clicks. And all of a sudden you're like, oh shit, I see it. I see what I'm supposed to be looking for. That's mine. This is my model. And that feeling, that fucking confidence, that fucking dialed in moment, you know exactly what because you don't know shit right now. None of you do. None of you know what the fuck you're doing. None of you know what you're looking for. But when you finally do, nothing I'm ever going to say, anybody else is going to say, is ever going to distract you. This is the thing that you're going in there looking for each time. And it's the same fucking shit repeating all the time. That's your model. You're not going to be influenced by how much money I make, how much the other students are making. That's their setup. That's their model. That's not yours. And guess what? There's lots of models, and they all could be operating in the same direction or the opposite direction, and it's all right. It sounds like it can't be possible, but it's true. It's absolutely fucking true. But you got to give yourself a real chance. Aren't you fucking worth it? Think about it. You're 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 worrying about how long it's going to take for you to learn. How long do you plan on living? How do you want those years alive to be lived? Aren't you worth 2023? Aren't you worth putting in the effort that you see other people outside of me literally making real fucking money? Do you think that you or anybody else is going to convince them that they wasted their time? No. Just like no one's going to be able to convince you when you start doing it that you've wasted your time. You're going to wish that you started sooner. You're going to wish that you would have found this shit years ago. Like every one of my successful students, once they fucking taste it and see, once they deal with it themselves and they can find it without me pointing to it, they all say the same thing. I wish I would have known this long ago. And it's always before they started trading because they all did what I did and everybody else has done too. They dabbled in bullshit. And the only thing happens when you mess around with shit, you get your hands dirty and it stinks. Nothing comes out good when you mess around with bullshit. Nothing. You bring bullshit into the conversation, you bring bullshit into the learning process, you're going to get shit at the end. No matter how you slice it, this is the way it is. You cannot polish a turd. That's the bottom line. And retail bullshit is just that. It puts your mindset on the wrong things. You focus on the wrong stupid shit instead of the principles that make you consistent. Where's the market going next? Not here's an entry strategy. Why the fuck should I be taking that entry? What's the catalyst, the rhyme and reason why the market should be even going up? Fuck your harmonic pattern targets. I don't give a shit about that. Why should it go up there? Not because there's an overlapping of Fibonacci and bullshit. Elliott wave counts are adding up to this and that, and it's a supply demand zone. No, 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 no. Who's getting their ass handed to them next? That's what the market's doing. Okay. It's going on a schedule when volume comes into the marketplace. Who's making money right now and who feels the safest? That's what's getting banged next. This is a carnivorous endeavor, folks. You vegans out here, you want to come in here and pretend like everything is love and peace. This is fucking war. It's fucking war. If you're on the other side of my trade and I win, I don't feel bad for you. I don't feel compassion for you. You knew what the risks were when you signed up and you opened your account. That's what the fine print says. You're going to likely lose your fucking money, and you're going to lose it to people that know what they're doing. Me and my students. It's a tuition. Everybody pays it. Everybody pays it. And there's a membership fee that every year you have to pay that too. That's drawdown. Everybody has it. But to be a card carrying member of this club, you got to know what the fuck you're doing. An image has nothing to do with it. Listen, folks, a demo. I got almost half a million people and 200,000 people now on Twitter listen to me blowy about shit like this. And 99% of it's been done on a demo. Why? Why are you listening to me? Because you see it working still. You can appreciate the fact that I am not a licensed financial advisor. So I'm not going to put you in live trades. I'm not going to put you in front of an audience of other folks that are watching me do it with a live account because I'm not going to entice you to do that. I'm not going to represent a broker. I'm not going to tell you to go with a broker. I'm not an introducing broker. I'm not going to go with a funding account. I'm not going to do any of those things. I stay in a gray area that keeps me absolutely 100% safe. And I don't give a fuck who doesn't like the fact that I'm not doing it in a live account in front of you. I'm not obligated to do that shit. Nobody is. I don't give a fuck what your opinion is, but you ain't going to do anything better than me. And some of you have seen proof. You don't need live account. You don't need anything else. You know what you found right now, the resource that you tapped into here ain't costing you no fucking money, is building you up. I'm encouraging you to stick with it because if you do, time will do its work. But you got to keep showing up. You got to keep doing that part and give yourself the chance. Really give yourself the chance. How would you feel if your relationship, the person you were with, said, listen, you're going to have to make all my fucking dreams come true in 120 days, or I'm not staying with you. Or you're in a relationship right now, and they come out and say, hey, look, listen, you got to make all my fantasies and all my wild wants and desires to come to pass in this relationship in the next 20 days, or I'm leaving you. Is that a fair request? Is that a reasonable request? Fuck no. No way. I am coming to you every week and I'm pouring myself into you. You may not think that you're worth it yet, but I do because I know what you're capable of when you can't even see it in yourself yet. I was that 11-year-old boy at 20, needing what I'm trying to be for you. I know what you're looking for. I know exactly what it is, but I'm also smart enough to know that everything that I know isn't going to work for every one of you. You only need one piece of it. The piece that everybody needs to know, though, is how to read the tape, how to understand what price is going to do. Why should these markets go up to this level? Why should it go down to this level? When should it do it? And if it is really there and that market's likely to deliver to a specific level above or below, where is it that you can capitalize on that move and manage risk and not get stopped out? Or if you do get stopped out, is there a way to get back in and not be over leveraging or pushing it? I'm going to teach you that as well this year. Everything that a trader would want to know, that's what you're going to get from me. You're going to see it on live charts. There's no hiding it. There's no alternative view. There's no plan A, plan B, and whichever one, that's the one we were right about. No safety net. It works or it doesn't, right? So just relax. Relax. We have a whole year together. It's going to be fun. I promise you it will be boring sometimes, but you're going to feel the growth every single week. You're going to know more about yourself, probably more than you were hoping to learn, but don't shy away from that because those characteristics that you're bringing in your personality, those elements are going to be the very things that are going to be an impediment to you doing well. Even the things you think are strengths in your character right now, they're probably going to be the things that cause you to struggle the most. I'm confident in myself. I was confident too. I was overconfident, so much so that I was taking trades without stop losses. And then That day, my account was roasted. So don't think that your strengths outside of trading are going to be strengths in your trading. Many times that's going to be the vice that you fail to. So you have to be humble when you're arrogant, and you have to be confident when you are less than confident in your life outside of trading. You have to turn everything upside down here. Everything has to be on upside down. Everything that you think works doesn't. The things that lead to profitability doesn't. The things that don't readily appear as profitable, that's what we do. When you take a long trade, you put your stop loss below the most recent swing low. Okay. That logic that you think as a retail trader protecting you, that insurance policy, we target that. That's that's our premise here. We cannibalize those that feel safe. When they put their walls up on their chart, they think that's a fortress protecting them. Like that swing low is going to keep price at bay. When we storm that wall, tear through it, we take their money, we take their trade, we take their liquidity. And in some instances, we take their hope. I don't feel bad for that. I grew out of that. You'll grow out of that too. Everybody in the marketplace is at war with everyone else. This is not a team. All I'm doing is creating warriors. You're all learning how to do combat in these charts. But don't lose sight, because if you are foolish enough to take something on the opposite end of my trade and I can take your money, I'm doing it gladly with no remorse. None. That's how this business operates. And it creates a conundrum for some folks. This is unethical. This is not Christian. This is not what a good person would do. Well, we're given resources. And if we don't maximize those resources, we're being wasteful. And you are learning a skill set. You're learning a mindset. You're learning a process and processes to be able to go in confidently and engage. It does not mean an absolute guarantee that you're going to be profitable without any losing trades or transactions. You're going to. I'm promising you that's going to happen. I'm guaranteeing you that you're going to lose on some of these transactions. That does not and it should not diminish your belief in the idea that the markets book like this. It just means that you brought human frailty into the equation and you did it wrong. That's how we look at every single loss. Guess what that teaches? Personal responsibility versus, oh, this fucking harmonic pattern. Oh, this so and so setup failed me. No, you got stopped out. Who got stopped out? You fucking got stopped out. The trade is unaware. You can't personify the setup. You got to take the root cause back to the operator, the person that pushed the button. Your broker didn't do that. Your spouse didn't do that. Your coworkers didn't do that. I sure as fuck didn't do it. So personal responsibility is yours. You own that. And that's a good thing. That's a strength. Because guess what that teaches you? You can climb out of all of that losing. No matter how long it takes you, drawdown is going to always manifest itself. But the length of time in drawdown will reduce over time. In the beginning, when you're learning how to do this, you'll have periods of drawdown. It takes a little bit more time to come out of that. And over time, you're going to see that managing risk properly, drawdown is unavoidable. You're going to have losing trades. You're going to be human. You're going to do something wrong. You're going to have a case of the ass because your spouse, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your boss, you just don't feel good. You want to have a feel good moment. You're going to break the fucking rules. The sign says don't step on the grass, and you're going to walk on the fucking grass. You're going to do things what humans do all the time. They fuck up. You're going to put a trade on knowing damn well you shouldn't have done it. And you're going to fucking regret it. Guess what? That's human. You're going to think you're going to be able to outperform your system. And you're going to fuck up. And that's human. Whose responsibility is it? Yours. Who can you blame? No one. But when you get yourself out of those pickles, it's stupid when you do it, but you also know that, oh, that was a dumb mistake. Let me just fix that next time. I won't do that anymore. I'll do something else. That's human. That's humanity in trading. That's where everybody blows it because the folks that are not disciplined, when they make those human errors that are going to manifest themselves in anything and everything, no matter what system you trade with, no matter what guru you listen to, whatever your teacher, your mentor, whatever fuck you want to call it, all of that stuff leads to you doing something as a result. They act as a catalyst. And when we win, listening to our educator or our system creator, we like to do what? Think team mentality. Yes, thank you, ICT. Thank you, Larry Williams. Thank you, whatever fuck you want to put at the top of the list, the person you listen and learn from. And when we lose, ugh, I'm a fuck up. I can't make this work. No, I don't deserve. Any other mentor out there doesn't deserve the credit. When you take on the risk yourself, you manage that risk effectively, and then you profit from it. I don't ever want to glad hand any of that. You fucking earned that. That's yours. You want to peacock around and fucking go on social media, and that's your vice. Fuck it, do it. I don't think that should be the deciding factor for why you are trading, which is most of what the young guys are doing today. But you earned that shit. Peacock around like a motherfucker. Nick Jagger, your shit. You got the moves. Move them. Show it to everybody. Who gives a fuck? I'd love to see it. I'm not going to say high five. Yeah, you owe it all to me. Fuck that shit. You took on all the risk. You did the work. I don't deserve, and the mentors out there don't fucking deserve the worship. Stop doing that shit. You did it yourself. You fucking earned it. You did it. So no one fucking cosigns your success. You own that. But there's a flip side to that coin. When you fuck up, you do not fault your mentor, your teacher, your friends and your fucking neighbors in your Discord channel, your Telegram channel, your Facebook group, or your Twitter group. You own it. And that, my friends and neighbors, is very, very painful. Because we all want the insurance policy to be able to say, well, when I lost money, it's that motherfucker's fault. He didn't talk about that in the video. He never said this in his fucking mentorship. He never told me when I should have got out of that trade. He knew damn well it was going to do this. And he didn't say nothing in his Twitter feed. You all want the insurance policy to be able to say, if I lose money, I can always just fault that guy, that person, that system, that approach, that service. When none of that puts your ass in the trade, but you need to be able to be responsible with your own actions. And this generation is not being taught responsibility at all. And that's unfortunate because that's the number one reason why they don't like me, because I'm telling them continuously in boring conversations that don't feel comfortable listening to. But guess what? Trading is fucking war. It's war. It's not a fucking video game, folks. It's not. It's just going to fucking take your ass and grind it to bits if you let it. So you have to prepare yourself mentally, emotionally, psychologically that you're going to wrestle with yourself a lot. And some of you are going to get this guilty conscience that I got to tell ICT, thank you, or I'm going to be jinxed if I don't say thank you ICT because I made money. I'm going to be jinxed. I'm not going to be able to be successful. Stop fucking worshiping. You did something, share it. I love it. I'm not high five, man. You owe to me. You don't owe shit to me. You didn't pay me. I'm here because I want to fucking be here. But I want to see what you do. I want to see it. Not just the good. I want to see the bad because I want to see how you learn from that shit. I was reading a young lady in the Twitter feed. She said something to the fact that she made a mistake or whatever. And I said, learn from it. Forgive yourself and learn from it. Because in the beginning, I didn't forgive myself. I began to hate myself. And the more hatred I had because I couldn't do it fast enough, it began to manifest itself. And when I would make money, I would